Hello and happy hump day. I'm here in my not matching outfit with my blue stripe and my pink jumper because it's pouring down with rain outside and I didn't want to get too wet. But yeah, today I'm here to talk about deliberate movement and the difference between movement and deliberate movement. Because I've been speaking with a few people over the last few days and we talked about their jobs and their level of activity around the house. So depending on what they're doing, whether they're chasing around a toddler or going to work and doing a physical job, or I guess on the other end of the spectrum is having a job where you don't move around much at all. And a lot of the time, the belief is that if you have a very physical job, that I guess you have a level of fitness, and don't get me wrong, I am not disagreeing with that whatsoever. But after a while, I'm going to try to keep my hands away from, you don't look like a ninja, or I don't look like a ninja. Your body will adapt to that movement and to the, the physical activity you do at work. So whether you're lifting things all day or just someone who walks around all day or, whatever it might be, that is your movement. That's your incidental movement. So that's just part of your day. Like I know when I'm here, I move around a lot, but that doesn't count for my movement. So I can't keep my hands in my pocket, guys, sorry. I have to still do my deliberate movement. So all day when I'm here, okay, I don't be here all day most days, but when I am here, I am lifting weights, and I'm lifting weights, stacking weights, helping the members with their weights, my clients, loading and unloading, all that sort of stuff. That's just part of my job, right? So that's part of my incidental movement. And incidental movement is some of the movement that we lost through COVID. Things like if you're someone who would catch the train to work, you lost the incidental movement of walking to the car, driving to the train station, walking to the train, off the train to the tram, up to your office, whatever it might be. That's the incidental movement. That is your normal everyday movement that happens because that's just what happens in your daily life. Then you have your deliberate movement. So even though you might walk 1 kilometre to the office from the car park or the tram, like I said, or the train, your body is adapting to that. So that is your level of your incidental level of activity each day. So through COVID, when we lost that, we lost pretty much all movement because again, at the start, COVID was like a novelty. So I know, like even here, the members were like, woohoo, home training. Like it was like this real big vibe and we loved it, and everyone was just like so active and like posting videos and like they were just loving it, like this whole new thing. But then as I'm in Melbourne, so as Melbourne stayed locked down for like 754 years, it sort of become novelty wore off and people started becoming a bit more sedentary, and even though they weren't moving nearly as much. They'd lost their incidental movement, which and again, it's that flow-on effect of that we talk about. Movement encourages movement because when you feel good, because movement makes you feel good, you want to do more. But then the opposite effect is when you stop moving, you sort of get really sluggish, and even though you should do it, your mindset and your energy levels are down because you're not moving, which then encourages you to keep not moving, even though your mind deep down is saying to do it, you just don't have the energy to do it. So what I now am saying is the last few days that people have said, oh, I've got a real physical job, so I don't really exercise because I do it at work. And that's fantastic that you have a physical job. But again, is that helping your posture? Is that helping your muscles and your joints in specific ways? So a lot of people who have very physical laborious jobs, they've got sore backs, sore shoulders, necks, their knees are getting a little bit bad because of all the heavy lifting or the incorrect lifting, using their backs instead of lifting with their legs, all that sort of stuff. So therefore, even though they're very active, they're not actively fit and strong in the way that their body needs to do their job for a long period of time. So you can imagine if you're working in a laborious job, for 40 years, and you don't look after your body and you're not lifting to make it strong and to keep it strong as we get older, because we know as we age, I just turned 40 and I'm telling you, things are feeling a bit different. that you're going to just keep breaking down. So you're going to find that you're going to have sore muscles more often, you're going to feel pain for longer, your recovery time gets longer, you're probably spending more time at the osteo and getting massages, which means more money, and that's the hard money that you're earning, the money that you're earning working hard, and it's just this vicious cycle. So my suggestion now is that make it your mission to get some deliberate movement into your daily routine, whether that's 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at the night, and make it at least 20 minutes a day, whether that's 20 minutes all at once, whether you want to do half an hour in the morning and half an hour in the night. I don't really care how you do it, but that deliberate movement is going to be what makes a difference in your life. Now, deliberate movement can just be walking, it can be just following a YouTube video for some basic home workout stuff, it could be going to the gym if you are going to the gym, but just making sure that you're using the muscles that you would be using in your workplace to strengthen them to give you support when you're back at work. So on the flip side, if you're someone who works in a sedentary job, and when I say sedentary, I'm not calling you sedentary, but it's a job where you sit at your desk all day, you know, where you're going to have a lot of issues, neck, shoulders, wrists, elbows, because I'm assuming if you're sitting at your desk, you're on the phone, or maybe you've got fancy headsets, I don't know, you're typing, you're sitting at the desk, your posture's probably a bit crap because, you know, even though you've got your chair and everything set up, eventually those muscles just have enough of holding yourself up. So we need to make sure we're strengthening your back, your shoulders, making sure we're doing a bit of self-myofascial release, and if you want to know more about that, I'll find something and I'll tag that in this video about it, but all those sorts of things. So there's some food for thought on your hump day, but yeah, definitely tell me more about what you do for your deliberate movement, or are you practicing deliberate movement? Were you not aware that that was something different to your level of activity, coming to comparing that to what you do for work? I'd love some feedback, and yeah, if you have any questions, be sure to let us know. Have a great day.